Hi everybody, it's Peter back again for another video. Today I'll do an album review. I'm going to do with one of my favourite solo artists and probably my favourite album by him. I did a worst to best studio ranking list a few years ago, so it was quite a while back, and I only had 6 CDs at the time. Now I've got 10 or 11 CDs. I've heard probably a little bit more than that, probably 12 dozen or so of his albums. But I thought I'd do my favourite album by him, and I probably will do another list soon, an updated list of the rankings, because I have more albums now. But I thought I'd do Hunky Dory. There it is. Nice, great cover that. And yep, so it's from 1971. It has 11 tracks. It's got Changes, Are You Pretty Things, 8-line poem, Life on Mars, Kooks, Quicksand, Feel Your Heart, Andy Warhol, Song for Bob Dylan, Queen Bitch, and the Bowie Brothers. Okay, now it starts off with Changes. This is a great song, one of his best songs for me. Always loved it. And it was one of the big songs on this album, and it does a great vocal. I love his voice, Bowie. Always loved his tone of his voice, and it really comes through in this the opening song, Changes. Now, Are You Pretty Things? Now, this is another really good song. Yeah, it's up with one of the best for me on the album, and it's real catchy, and I really enjoy that one. Are You Pretty Things? Now, 8-line poem, that's just under 3 minutes. Not one of the best on the album for me, but not too bad. I still like it, but not one of the best on the album for me. Now, track 4, Life on Mars, I have to say this is my favourite Bowie song. There's a few other songs I love, and many other songs I love, but I can't think of one that I like better than this. There are a few pushing it, but just a great vocal, a great song, well-written song, and very emotive vocally, and sensational. Love it. Life on Mars. Then you got Kooks. This is a quite poppy little song, and very catchy as well. It's a very good song as well. Quicksand is is a great song. I love Quicksand, and it goes for about over 5 minutes, and it's got that great feel to it. Great vocal again from Bowie. He's really on good form on this album. Really comes through. So that's another great song. One of my favourites. Feel Your Heart. Wouldn't say it's my favourite on the album, but a decent song. So that comes in next. Andy Warhol, obviously about Andy Warhol himself. Just a quirky song, but rather enjoyable, quirky type song. I like Song for Bob Dylan. It talks about Bob Dylan in that song, and it's quite a good song actually, and quite catchy as well. And then the rocking song after Queen Bitch, quite a decent song, and a very good song at the end. The Bowie Brothers. So it ends with that. So there you have it. Now, I'd say this is my favourite by him. There's a few others that could push it, but I will, as I said, I'll do another ranking video of Bowie, especially very soon. Actually, I'm going to do. But a rating out of 10 for this album, Hunky Dory, I'd have to give it a 10 out of 10 because there's so many great songs on it. Not just the singles, but it goes beyond that. You get some good deep cuts, some really strong material coming through from the beyond the singles, and so real good. And yeah, so he did many great albums after this. The 70s for me was his best period, but he did a few decent 80s albums. So there you have it, 10 out of 10 for Hunky Dory, David Bowie. Now, my 3 favourite songs, I'll do that. I go Life on Mars, it's a sensational song, number 1. I'd have to go Changes, probably, and then I'd probably go Quicksand. I'm quite fond of Quicksand, actually. That's a great track. So that'd be my top 3, but well, if you haven't heard it, go out and get it. You won't be disappointed. If you like Bowie even a bit, you will like this album. So there it is, and hope you enjoyed this review. 10 out of 10 for Hunky Dory. And I'll be back again for another video. It won't be too far away. I'm going to really do a few more reviews and probably a Bowie album ranking, an updated one. Okay. Thanks for viewing and see you soon. Bye.